even watching? Oh, the GoPro just cut off. Should we sit closer? Because I can't even see.
Yeah, probably.
I can't even see.
Here, let me move the little stand we got here.
Okay. Now we can get up a little closer. Okay. Any more? Is the lag still happening or no? I'm asking because I guess they said that there was a lag. Oh no, I was connected to David's house. Section 8 Wi-Fi.
Who commented that?
Justin.
Of course.
No, it's at McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
McDonald's Wi-Fi. Okay, so we're back. The lag is almost as bad as Sam's new car will be.
Wow.
Whoa. Obama fine. Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're back.
We're back.
So I guess the basically what we talk about on this little episode or video or whatever, we basically want to talk and kind of I don't know, kind of encourage some of our younger audience to get into racing and maybe try and coach them a little bit, try and share a little bit of knowledge we picked up from other people or dads, friends, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
There's mainly what I was trying to say before we ended the actual previous live stream. Avery, I don't know. Avery's doing something. I think they're working on the trailer or something like that. But
They're busy doing something.
Basically, the whole reason as to why you see a lot more no prep stuff than actual prep stuff is just because a lot of people think that radial racing, prepped racing, is who has the most money to go fast and actually win races, I guess. So a lot of people like the no prep stuff because it's anybody's race at any given time.
In most cases.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, most cases. But like I said, I won a round of no prep racing in a 1050 car. David won.
I got beat by a car.
Well, you know, yeah. But you were out in front of him for a long time.
Yeah.
You know,
Turbo LS car. And he came around me right at the stripe, so
yeah,
you can do it. It can be done.
it can be done at really any time. It doesn't, there's no real how much money in no prep racing.
Yeah,
it's just anybody's race, and same with street racing too. Because I feel like different tracks, it depends on how they race the tracks. If they race the tracks as
front side.
Yeah, if they race the tracks as front side and they do like water burnout only or prep burnout only, then it's definitely going to activate the track quicker and kind of make it like a radial situation, different stuff like that. But at that point, then it turns into how much boost can I put to my car? Yeah. How much can I spray off the line? Justin. Cricket. Oh man. But if it's back half no prep racing, then I guess you can say it's different because there's not really any residue of glue on that portion of the track.
There's a fighting chance for younger guys or anybody who doesn't have thousands of dollars to throw in a race car and have the big operation. There's a fighting chance for guys like us, people with younger 1280 guys. Cars, 1150 cars, 1050 cars. Yeah. They've got a fighting chance on some of these less than amazing surfaces. So that's kind of like the point what we're trying to make here. We're just trying to maybe lend a helping hand, give a little advice as to improve or get your start and get going on a no prep surface, and I don't know, maybe take your old beater Mustang, whatever you got, and go win some races.
Yeah, I mean, because my Monte Carlo runs 1050s, and granted, I have like 500 pounds in my trunk because the suspension, it's a 9-inch any roll bar, and single adjustable shocks in the rear.
Turd.
Yeah, I mean it's not fancy like suspension setups or anything like that, but I was able to get it hook and actually, get down on a surface. But as you get into no prep racing, if you're strictly doing no prep racing, it's hard for you to find out how to read a surface, how to read a road, suspension setups, tunes, tire pressure, weight. I mean, everything. There's a whole bunch of more thinking into no prep racing than I think there is in radial racing.
Oh yeah. To an extent, anyways. There might be not as much fine tuning as you say. There's still plenty of fine tuning and getting the right thing to work, but you don't need to be a rocket scientist to tune a car to make it work okay on a no prep surface or street surface or whatever.
Now, take this with a grain of salt, but when you get on a no prep surface, it's really kind of easy to be like, okay, well, let me go make a hit, and you're like, well, I spun. Okay, this is what I need to do to make sure the car doesn't spin. Or it was rear steering, like Avery's car in Bama. Okay, let's take weight out of it. That might help the situation. It didn't, but
it was a different problem.
Yeah, it was any roll was bent. But in the same aspect, you can really just, with no prep racing, you're able to, okay, let me do a little bit of this, let me do a little bit of that. Oh, this is what this needs. So, but it's, no prep is completely different than radial racing at all. Now I might put the S10 on a radial surface this year just to see what I can get it to run in the 8th. For shits and giggles, honestly. It's nothing like something that I need to really do, but, every once in a while it's fun to get on a prep surface and go out there and see how fast your car can go. What limits can you push before your number 3 and 5 piston are training to be astronauts? So, but in the same aspect, I guess you can say, a lot of people stick to one side of racing. It's either radial or it's no prep, which I understand that because when you do no prep racing, you have your car set up for that surface. When you get into prep, everything goes out the window, especially tires, suspension setups. You really don't need any weight in the back of the car for radial. Maybe a couple of pounds to keep your tires planted, but it's not like me putting 500 pounds in my trunk or Avery having 200 to 300 pounds in his trunk. It's nothing like that. So, two very different games, but once you get into one of them, it's easy to figure out and easy to manage as you go in. It's just a lot of tuning, and really in both radial and no prep stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. I think no prep is a lot bigger than radial right now.
Right now, yeah, I would agree.
It's grown to something I don't think a lot of people would have really thought. I don't know. It's crazy to see no prep. Now, like Lights Out's going on right now, but at Lights Out, it's the fastest cars on a radial on the planet going head to head. So everybody wants to watch that because how fast can this guy go on a 315 radial? I think the record right now is like 3 with a 7.
Something like that.
It's insane. Absolutely insane. No prep. Get down if you can get down. Run what you brung. Hope you brought enough. But yeah, I think it's definitely the biggest type of drag racing out there right now is no prep racing, except when Lights Out's going on. Yeah. So, Donald Long, if for some reason you see this, don't hate on us.
Yeah, we only did promise that we're gonna have like 3 cars up there, and we have 0.
Yeah, we only said that we're gonna all 3 of our cars up there, and we're definitely sitting on our couches watching the live stream.
Yeah.
So, yeah, don't hate us. But another thing we really want to talk about, I guess you can say, is reading surfaces for no preps or roads. And it's not gonna get into like suspension setups or anything. We don't want to catch heat or anything like that. But you know, if you're at a track and you know, obviously it's gonna be bare bones track whenever you get on to the surface. But after the first round of a class goes, that track is going to change drastically, whether it's a hard tire, big tire, small tire, you know, street, you know, anything. It's going to change the entire way the track is going to hold power and hook. So
back half or tube chassis? I don't know.
I don't know, honestly.
We're all stock suspension cars.
Yeah, I mean, I think back half of tube chassis. I don't know. I'd probably do.
Depends on what type of racing you're wanting to do. I guess if you're wanting to do like no prep stuff, generally it's, you know, stock floor pan, stock frame rail, that sort of thing. If you're in like a small tire class, it might be a little different if you're running like a big tire class. But if you're doing no prep street racing, I'd say back half.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be a dedicated like radial tire car or even a dedicated no prep car, I'd say tube chassis.
Yeah, I would.
I love my floors. Yep, back half.
Yep. So I think, I mean, tube chassis still, it's just super light.
Yeah, I'm not dissing on tube chassis.
Yeah, no.
By any means.
I think, I don't know. I think it's just cool that you can make a whole chassis for a car out of just bars and just freaking send it with a body on there with steel roof and quarters and go down on a surface. I mean, look at all the Street Outlaw guys. Granted, they're big tire cars,
Those
but
are pro mods with steel bodies on.
You got something on your face.
What was that?
That was hair.
Nice.
From your long, luscious locks of hair.
All right.
But it's Street Outlaws is probably a good way to look at how tube chassis are, because those guys are easily going like 470s on the street.
I bet they're going 450s.
Oh, I bet somebody has made a 450 pass. And plus, I mean, they're on big tires, so it's a lot more grip, a lot more traction. Yeah, the freaking heater. The heater in here is just
wow.
Yeah, but definitely, I'd say tube chassis, 100%. Back halves are cool, but tube chassis for me at least. But
so I guess we can kind of dive into the Bring the Roads deal.
yes.
So by no, like shake the camera off. By no means are we claiming that like we're the all-seeing eye of reading roads and we know everything about it. This is basically just for someone who doesn't have a whole lot of experience, someone our age that's just wanting to get out and do it. You know, this isn't like, you know, Big Chief Justin Shearer, and I'm gonna tell you how to read a road and this and that.
But for like guys like us, we really just kind of, I guess you could say, learned it ourselves, maybe.
Yeah, kind of.
Not really, but I mean, we have like our dads help us and like friends help us out. But I mean, the type of cars that go down the street now is totally different than the types of cars that went down streets in the 90s or in the early 2000s or anything
3
like
years
that.
ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different, and the entire street racing scene has changed with the cars that we do. But you know, it's reading a surface for a car that wheelies on the street is what you need to put if, you know, after a couple passes, is it's starting to get gummy because it's a little chilly outside. If it's, you know, the stickiness, how far the stickiness goes out, how long you should do your burnout, how should we line you up, like totally in your tracks, half out, you know, it's, I guess you can say it's kind of like radio racing when it really comes to that. But there's a lot that goes into just street racing, especially when you're doing it illegally. And there's not, you know, we don't have roads shut down for us, but it's illegal, and you're racing and you're focused on racing, but you're also in the back of your head like, man, if a cop comes around that corner right now, we're all going to jail. It's over. But going into reading a surface really depends. Are you racing on blacktop or are you racing on concrete? Concrete's going to be a lot faster than blacktop will. We've seen that a lot of times, especially with Avery's car whenever we go out and go to our test spot. Concrete is a lot easier to hook on than blacktop is. Now, blacktop, you can hook on blacktop, but concrete is a lot easier to do so. I think the first time we went out and tested Avery's car at our spot, we used water, and it pulled a foot wheelie and dragged it out for probably 50 feet. So, and that was only like the second pass that we actually tested. So it was definitely, you can hook on concrete a lot better than blacktop. I mean, just different things that go into the surface is what is really your first deciding factor on what you're going to put into your car, how you're going to tune it, weight, compression, all that stuff. It's really kind of your first start. Where am I racing? Concrete or blacktop?
Yeah, and concrete and blacktop are pretty much night and day. You can race on a blacktop street all night, and depending on the street, you can make 100 passes down it. If it's just a road that's not going to hold rubber, then you're not going to go very fast.
Yeah.
Generally on concrete, once you get 10 passes down and you're using glue and people are doing good hot burnouts, it's going to come around quick.
Oh, yeah. I'd say probably within 5 passes. Depends on the type of cars that are racing on concrete.
Yeah.
100%.
But, so just to kind of, I guess, start everybody out, kind of give them an idea of what to look for if they're going out to their local dig night, or maybe their friends are throwing on a little shootout or something like that. First of all, I guess, what kind of road are you racing on? Is it a concrete road? Is it an asphalt road? Where are you at? Is it in the middle of BFE? Are you in a city area? Is there a quarry down the road? Is it a road that never gets traveled on? Is it a high traffic road? There's a lot to look for when you go out and look at a road. One thing that I know me, Avery, and Sam always look for is the crown of the road, how coarse is the surface, and is there a bunch of debris on it?
Yeah.
That tells us a lot. That tells us, who needs to stand where in the burnout, how long the burnout needs to be. Does it need to be a really hot, short burnout, or does he just need to lay down a bunch of rubber for a long time?
Out for 40, 50 feet if you really gotta, because it all depends on the starting line and your rubber or that's actually laid down on that surface so you can actually get out of the hole.
That's another thing. Where's the starting line at to the burnout box? Because we ran into that in Kentucky.
Yeah.
They we won't name names.
No, but
some people decided to bend the rules.
Yes, because they had lines marked out when we were in Kentucky of where your burnout had to be, and then you could drag it out as far as you wanted to.
Yeah, go down the whole way.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could drag it out as far as you want to, but it has to be within this area, just so you're not doing your burnout 2 feet from the starting line and pouring your puddle right there and then going through it, because then that gives you a better advantage because you're laying down more rubber in that instance than the other guy is.
And a lot of that has to do from like a organizer standpoint. That's where I was looking for. An organizer standpoint, you've got, let's say it's a 24 car shootout. So that's going to be 12 passes in the first round. If the starting line is, or if the burnout box is going to be 6 foot behind wherever they're staging, there's puddles of glue just spread out everywhere. There's going to be guys backing into puddles.
Yeah. And it spreads out pretty quick like we saw in Kentucky too. And really any street race that you go, especially in any street race that you go to where you're going to have 20 to 24 cars, maybe even 32 cars. I mean, we've seen that happen before. But
where was that at? Was that Kentucky?
I think it was.
No, that was.
Wait, no.
That was like 20.
32 cars were supposed to show up.
Oh, that's right. That's
yeah.
Right.
Sorry, my mistake. But you're giving once you have 12 passes in the first round. That's 24 cars or 12 in each lane that are pouring their puddle, and then you go into the second round, and it's just there's a lot of glue that gets laid down, and if there's a crown in the road starts doing this, it's going to start running everywhere. Or if the hill is a little downhill, or if it's uphill, because we know with the water all it needs is a little fall and it'll start flowing. I mean, that's really with any liquid. So whenever, if in Kentucky, in that instance, it went down a hill, which it didn't cause that big of a factor, but I mean, there were ginormous puddles because people like to take, their ham-sized opening on their freaking prep bottle and just chuck it.
Yeah.
When really, it doesn't need to be that, but you guys do what you do. But whenever you're just flinging it everywhere, trying to get it, you're going to create a ginormous puddle. And, you have to be really, the guy, guiding you in the back of the car, the guy in the front of the car, you really got to be in sync and make sure the guy in the car is going slow so you don't go into your puddle. Because you're going into the puddle, tires are wet, 99.9% of the time, you're going to spin off the line.
Nah, that's always.
Yeah. It's just a lot of that plays into it. If you have your burnout box 6 feet behind you, you don't really, behind the starting line, you don't really have to worry about the prep really getting close to the starting line. Where we were going with this was that the burnout box was 6 feet behind the starting line. And everybody was doing their burnouts there, where then another team came up, tried to do their burnout I don't know. I mean, they were super close to the starting line.
Oh yeah.
I don't think the burnout box is probably 6 feet. But what does it say? Hi, follows from Rome. Rome?
We're talking about like Rome, Ohio, or like Rome, the country, or the city.
Let us know. Comment back. But anyways,
Is Rome a country or city?
no, it's definitely a city. I think it's in Italy. That just
about to
shows
get-
you what our minds were.
Roasted on. No, you big stupid idiot.
That just shows you what our minds were on in school. Freaking fast cars, dude. But anyway, so when you, I think the burnout box was actually like 10 feet from the starting line. They try to do theirs probably like 6 feet away from the, the starting line. And
Yeah, until that pair went down, then it was 2 inches from the starting line.
yeah, and then everyone's like, oh, if they're gonna do it, Rome, Georgia. When you said Rome, we're like,
Rome, Georgia.
somebody other than. And
I wonder what they speak in Rome.
Probably
Is it
Italian?
Italy? Is it Italy?
I think it's
Rome,
Italian.
Italy. Rome, Italy. That sounds right.
Y'all do some great stuff. We enjoy y'all's work. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you. We always try our hardest with being the age we are.
Yeah. How long has this video been going? 24 minutes. So we
Yeah.
haven't even gotten to like what we've been
No,
trying to talk about.
it's not even like the main portion of it. Where your burnout marks are, how much rubber is laid in one area, because a lot of people, whenever they pull up into to do their burnout, their cars are gonna maybe shift to one side. They might, they might move a little bit, and then instead of just getting I hate the burnout box being so close.
Thank you.
Yeah, it just gives you a very, a very unfair advantage if you have the burnout box so close to the starting line. It doesn't make sense. You need to move it back, and if people want to drag their burnout through the starting line, that's fine. Do it. Yeah, that's cool. But if you're pouring your puddle with the front end of your car that far off the starting line, that's trying to go out and go radio race, and we can go to a track on a Saturday and do that. But whenever you're backing your guy up, a lot of the times, most of the time, you're gonna have lines that are pretty over the top of each other. You're gonna, rubber's gonna be essentially stacked, but every once in a while, a car is gonna drift to one side, maybe go to the other side, and there's gonna be lines, going another place. Sometimes those lines are a little better to put your boy in instead of the main lines, just because those main lines, that glue might start getting tacky. you start putting people in the lines where you feel, and it's really on the backup guy, the guy that's on the back of the car, where they feel the best place to put the guy in the car at.
And if you guys have watched some of our videos, I'm not sure if I've watched a couple. I don't think you've included the clip because right after our burnout, usually I'll walk past behind the car and I'll kind of feel around, see if Avery's track is sticky compared to what's left or what else is on the road.
Because it's a 28 by 10.5, you don't really have that.
No, you don't have.
Yeah, it's not much. So if you're going to put him in the lines, you have to make sure he's in his lines. Because if he's half in, half out, the chances of him spinning off the line are through the roof.
Yeah. So, Sam does it too, and he kind of points with his foot where he wants me to put him. But it's not just, he just did a burnout right here. I'm gonna put him here. Maybe that's where they've been racing all night.
Yeah.
That's the same groove they've been putting everybody all night.
Yeah.
And after some time, you're using a lot of glue. A lot of people, when they go to feel a track, they just pat it. Yeah. They're like, okay, yeah, it's sticky. We'll put them there. Man, I don't even know if I should say this. This is like really kind of valuable information. What the hell is it?
Yeah. Just say it.
So a lot of people, what you really need to do, don't just pat it and stick it. And it's like, oh, it's sticky. Send them down.
You heard it.
No.
Squoof coming off your
Yeah. That doesn't always mean the best thing.
No.
What you really need to do is give it a pat. Yeah, it's sticky. Okay, now put your foot down, put some pressure on it, and twist.
Yeah.
If it's biting hard and it's not wanting to twist your foot, it's pretty tight.
That's where you need to put him. That's where he needs to go.
Yeah.
If you go and you twist and it just wants to move automatically like you're on ice, that means your glue's getting gummy.
Or it feels like glue.
Yeah.
It feels like non-dry glue.
Yeah, and that you don't want to put them there. You got to find a spot where your foot is sticking to the ground and it's hard for you to rotate your
tight.
Yeah, it's hard for you to rotate your foot. So that means lining him out of his lines, which is okay, but
and usually I think I kind of got off track, but usually when we're looking for somewhere we're going to put somebody, we already checked that. We're saying, oh, this is where they've been all night. Let's check it. No, it's a little gummy. This has got some tack. Let's put them right here.
And a lot of the times too, we're up on the starting line when the other pairs are running.
And so they'll do that for a reason.
Yeah, so they'll do their burnout, and as soon as they do their burnout, they're not going to back up as far as all the way back to the burnout box. So we're immediately walking behind them. Okay, is it tight here? How does it feel here?
Yeah.
They launch. We jump out into the freaking track. We feel real quick. Okay, this is what we're feeling like. Most of the time, as soon as the last pair goes, before I'm gonna say, because this year, all three of us are gonna be doing this type of racing. Last year was mainly Avery because he had a car competitive and a car that was actually running at that point in time. But I think for all of us, as soon as the pair in front of any of us goes, the other two guys who are not in that car are immediately on the starting line and walking this way back towards the burnout box. Okay, where's it tight? Where is it feeling gummy? Where is it a little bit wet? Is it sticky here? And that's really what you gotta.
And when you're doing that, see, I'm just kind of giving you guys the bare bones.
Yeah.
Even what I'm describing right now, there's so much more to it. When I go out, I'll walk through what I do.
Okay.
So let's say
you tell me.
The final round in Alabama the final round in Alabama when we were on the street.
Yeah.
Before I slip up big time. So the first, let's call it semifinals because that's what I did. We go down, me and Sam walk down there. The way they did it, the first pair came down. Right when they passed, the next pair came back. So we're standing down there for the semifinals. The first two pairs go down, and I'm already watching where they did their burnout, how far they took it out. Was he getting out of the groove, or did he just go straight down and do a good burnout?
No.
So once they take off, I'm feeling it, Has it got some tack? Yeah. Is it gummy? No. I'm going to put them here. No. That might not be where everybody's been running all night, but it's better than where everybody was running all night. So.
Because 99.9% of the time, everybody's going to drag their burnout through the starting line. That's just, a couple of times we have, we'll spray not a lot of prep down, only a little bit, pull Avery up, hey, quick burnout, just get on your brake, let off, sit there for about 2 seconds, drag it out for maybe 3 feet. That's it. That's all you need right now. And that's mainly in the later rounds of a race, of a street race, of a race, because there's already a lot of rubber down. You don't need to do a very hot and sticky burnout because there's already stickiness on your surface.
I'm pretty sure that's what we did in the finals.
Yes.
I think I told Avery hot, short burnout.
Yeah, and I put, because he used the sprayer, and I probably put like that much in front of his tires, very light. I have a problem with going too heavy a couple of times, but you know, at that point, you know, it's, you know, very light spray, get on your brake, let off, a very quick but hot burnout, drag it out for 3 feet. That's it. You don't need to go anymore. There's already tackiness and stickiness on the surface. You're gonna hook. So,
yeah. So, and another real quick thing, just kind of add in. You can't go to a race with a bunch of guys who don't know what they're doing. They've never been street racing, and expect to go out there and mop everybody in. You have guys that know what they're doing, and guys that you trust. You can trust that what they say, that's what needs to happen. And I think Avery trusts us.
I hope he does at least. I mean,
he might, but
you know, honestly,
we might not always be right, but he trusts us what we say.
Yeah. We might not give the best idea sometimes, but if Avery thinks we should do, if Avery trusts us, then that's what we're gonna do, and just pray it works.
I can actually think of one time when I told Avery something and it didn't work. Final round at Lassiter, final round at English Mountain. I told him to click it high and just leave it.
Oh yeah.
If he would have left it first, he would have.
Yeah, but when Avery's second gear went out in his car, high gear, and
we were all talking. He's
trying to figure out because nobody.
I said, just throw it in high gear. If it sticks, it sticks. I think he listened to me. And
Yeah.
He probably shouldn't have.
No, because essentially, if you lose a gear and you click it into that gear,
You're in neutral.
yes, and you're just gonna hit the rev limiter and everything like that. But nobody knew our transmission situation, so that's really,
Which was good because they split.
yeah. Which is okay because they split the money up. It's fine. But yeah, it's reading surfaces is hard, but you gotta have guys that you trust and you know knows how to read a road. That's the best way to put it. You know, as long as you trust your guys and they know how to read a road or a surface, they're gonna put you in where they think that you should go. Are you gonna spin? Yeah, maybe. It's just the luck of the draw, really, in no prep racing. Nothing is certain. You might put them in the stickiest part of the freaking surface, but your tune's too hot because you think it can take more power than it actually can at that point.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. But yeah, it's reading surfaces is hard. But next time you're out at like a dig night or a cash days or anything, do what we're talking about. Pull your foot up, and you know, see how sticky it is.
What's your power out here? You like turbo, nitrous? Mine's turbo. I don't know. I was NA and I have turbo.
Yeah. I mean, my Monte Carlo is nitrous, and now I'm building a turbo S10.
We'll get back to you in about 6 months.
Well, once everybody gets their stuff running, and we're making passes, we'll tell you what we think. I already know that we're all gonna think turbo's easier. Just because you don't have to mess with putting bottles, changing pills.
Yes. I like turbos better because you know what we do when I help Avery? Fuel and tire pressure.
Yep.
You know what we do when we help Sam? Oh, we got to make sure the bottle heater's on. We got to check tire pressures. We got to put another bottle in. We got to turn the bottle bath on.
Mess with the progressive, timing retards. You know, it's a lot. But
from a crew member standpoint, I love turbo cars.
Yes. I can say the same thing, but I also have a nitrous car, and I'm building a turbo car, so I don't know. Both are fun. I think the next thing we should do is put up. I think the next thing we should do is a Pro Charger. Just send it straight off the lot. Send it. But okay. So I think the next topic we're gonna go into.
That's what your car needs.
What?
Pro charger.
Oh. Pro charger with nitro.
Through.
What's your dream car?
Dream car. You know, I've thought about this a few times. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think about a dream car. I think about, well, shit, I gotta finish the hot side tonight, and then I gotta move on to the cold side. I don't know.
I think I don't really have a dream car, but I think a car that I will always want is my dad's Nova, that he was on the cover with Hot Rod magazine in, because that car is just it was a big tire car, but you know it's still cool. It's just that cool factor. The paint on there was only available through Chevrolet. That's I think 1 or 2 years. You know, it's a lot of history in that car. So I think that's my dream car, is to have my dad's car at some point one day. What would happen? I don't know. We know where the car is, but
sit in the garage like the rest of the cars at the P. Walsh Foundation.
Well, this one isn't at the P. Walsh Foundation. This is at another foundation out in South Dakota. But
okay.
Yeah, whatever. But the next thing we wanted to talk about was
what?
Kids.
Getting into racing?
Yes.
How to get your start.
Getting younger people into racing, whether it's no prep or
go to your local street takeover if you're
streetcar takeover.
If you're not quite a heterosexual. So I can't say the other thing.
But besides the point, we're gonna get canceled.
I hope not.
Why is it so important to get kids into any type of racing? Really, it's just
because it's dying.
Yes, the sport is dying. There's not a lot of kids our age out there doing this stuff. It's all people a little bit older than us, you know.
I know of like 10 in Indiana. Kids that are doing it and building cars, I know of like 10.
Yeah, the sport is dying. Now, granted, you know, you can race dirt bikes, quads, you know.
Yeah.
You know, you can race go-karts, you can race a whole bunch of other stuff. I think it's really just the main aspect of racing and what it teaches kids.
Yeah.
Because I've been racing since I was 8. And my dad's always like, you're going to have to save up to get you a big boy car when you get older. And that was always instilled in me. Because I'm like, oh, if I want to race whenever I get older, I can't be in this thing forever. I need to save my money and go and buy a car. And it taught me, what do I really want in life? Do I want this $20 toy at Toys R Us that I want to, which isn't even a thing anymore, but do I want this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Do I want this $20 toy at Toys R Us I'm going to have to use my own money for? Or do I want to keep saving because I want to get something bigger? And at that point, obviously, I'm a kid. I'm not always thinking like, I'm going to buy myself a race car when I'm, 16. That's not what I'm always thinking. I'm thinking, well, there's got to be a bigger toy somewhere. In all reality, that bigger toy is a race car, because, I mean, what, you didn't really start racing until you were about 16, right?
Technically 18.
Yeah.
If you want to get technical about it, I didn't go down a track till I was 8. Well, no, that's a lie. I went down a track when I was 15.
I would say that's definitely a lie. I made the first pass in my Monte Carlo when I was 15. Actually, no.
How fast did it go when you first went out?
My first pass ever done on a track was a 12:42 at 107 miles an hour.
So I was 4 seconds behind you.
Oh. And that was no cage in the car. The 355 that I didn't even know what was in the motor because I never took it apart. A turbo 350 transmission, rails, stock fuel tank. Obviously, we messed with some stuff. We put the MSD grid in there, but
you got a grid?
No, that's the Camaro.
Jeez,
these concussions.
You are rich.
These concussions, man. Let me tell you. No, the grid's in the Camaro. I'm sorry. I got a MSD 6.
6IL, ain't it, brother? I'll pop a Coke can on the street.
But it was nothing special and went, 12:42. So it's.
I guess what we're trying to get at.
It's taught me a lot. And really, think about this real quick. right? Because, yeah, people smoke weed, okay? Yeah. And people, they do it, whatever. But
where are you going with this?
Just hold on. Do you really see a lot of people who are in racing worried about going out and buying drugs to have for the weekend? Or
I don't see anybody in racing going out to buy anything. Well, we're all broke.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. But we all have our goal. Our main goal is to go racing next weekend. So if we gotta save, $7 for a McChicken and a bottle of water that we grab from our house,
I ain't paying $7 for no damn.
No, I'm saying $7 because there's 7 days in the week.
Oh, gotcha.
$1 a day, McChicken. McChicken a day keeps the doctor away. But
I don't think that's how that works.
No, definitely not. But we all budget as much as we can because this means more to us than anything else out there. Mm-hmm. But we budget like hell so we can go racing. I know I am trying to build this S10 right now.
You're rich.
Yeah. I hate you. I gotta pee.
Stan doesn't like that.
I gotta pee, dude.
Whatever.
Yeah, you
outside.
Open this door.
You can pee in the sink. I don't care.
Oh, really?
Yes. Just turn the water on and pee in the sink.
I'm not doing that.
I do that all the time.
I'm definitely.
All right. Since the concussion captain is away, I guess I'll kind of get us back on track. So I guess what we're kind of trying to say is it's never too early. It's never the right time, really. Yeah, like I want to see make a fast pass. I totally didn't get to read that, but I kind of want to. Oh, how do I do this? Oh, God. Just copy and paste what you just commented, because I can't see it now. I really want to see it. How do you do this? Save a highlight? No. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like I want to see. Okay, I need to redo the camera. Okay, yeah, like I want to see me make a fast pass. I don't know it. Okay, I'm done messing with that. Okay. So I guess what we're trying to get at is like, there's never a right time. You're never too old. You're never too young to get into racing. And whether you've got a 07 Chevy Malibu or you've got, your daddy bought you a 2018 Mustang for your graduation, it doesn't take much to get into it and start doing it. It takes some dedication and some patience, but, by all means, get into it and
get into it, you're never going to stop, guaranteed.
Buy a cold air intake. Buy a set of radials for your stock wheels. A tuner for your car.
Buy an exhaust.
Buy an exhaust.
Really, it's easy to get into it and make your first a 10-speed Mustang. Wish my dad bought me a 10-speed Mustang.
We all do.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Even I do, and I'm not even a Ford guy. But it's easy to go down and make your first pass down the track. It's easy to do that. It's, even if your car is just completely stock and it's got 100,000 miles on it, so what? You make a 15-second pass down the track. It's whatever. Because once you go down the track, I promise you, you are hooked for life. There's nothing going to change that feeling. I know, because took me 12, almost 13 seconds to go to the 8th mile on my junior dragster. And I thought I was flying. I was only going like 30 miles an hour, like 20 or 30 miles an hour. But I'm like, this is so cool. I was hooked. There was nothing that, granted, I played sports, but there was nothing other than what I wanted to do on a Saturday other than go race. That's all I wanted to do. It's just, you get hooked for life. You go down, you make one pass, whether it's in a stock Honda Accord, a Camaro, anything, Mustang, Challenger, Charger, freaking an F-150. It doesn't matter, You go down the pass. Like, remember that time we took that 1500 my dad had?
Oh, yeah.
We took it to the track, And I'm like, if I can get it to run a 13, I'd be happy. And it went like 1492.
I went like 15.
It did, and then I got to go 14. Well, like 14.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I went like a 1492 because I added a little bit more fuel probably when I shouldn't have. But
and like transmission line pressure or something like that, so it shifted harder.
I'm surprised that little thing didn't blow up. But
it wanted to on the way home.
Oh yeah, it was not having the best of time on the way home.
It lit up like a Christmas tree on the way home.
More line pressure, more fuel, everything into this little stock 4.8 LS. But still, at that point, I had my Monte Carlo, and I was like, I just want to go out. Like, I didn't, my Monte Carlo wasn't running, but I'm like, I'm gonna take it out on the track. Why not? Let's go have fun. So even if you don't have a fast car, it's still fun to go see your buddies, hang out, stuff like that. I was always straight. My first time I've been to a track was last year at an NHRA event watching Top Funny Car. See, I've been to the Nationals, the U.S. Nationals here in Indy.
That's something else. If you've got the money, the time, go to the Nationals.
Well, see, the Nationals didn't used to be the price it is now.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the price for tickets to the Nationals is absolutely insane. I remember going when I was younger with my dad. We went every year. And it's a lot more expensive now, but still, it's cool seeing 10,000 horsepower, dragsters and cars. And I love the pro stocks more than anything anything else. I thought the pro stocks were just the coolest freaking thing ever. If I could do NHRA, that's what I'd do. I'd do pro stock.
Yep.
I'd give me a pro stock car. It was Nationals with Leah Pritchett and Alex. Yeah. I grew up on John Force and Tony Schumacher too. Tony Schumacher was my favorite freaking drag racer out there.
Really?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you why, but he was my favorite racer out there. Was Tony Schumacher.
I like Force.
Force, yeah. I don't know. I think it was because I raced junior dragsters and he had a dragster, but it was a lot faster than mine. I remember me and my dad went to qualifying one night.
That's the time to go.
Yeah, we went to qualifying run one night, and he lined up against somebody else, and I thought he lost. And I started crying because I was like 5 or 6, dude. I was so upset. I'm like, oh my god, Tony Schumacher just lost. My life has ended. I remember we went back to the pits, and he's like, and we went to his freaking pit, and he was like, why are you crying, buddy? I was like, well, you lost. He's like, this is qualifying. I don't mean nothing. And it was, I don't know, I think that was really what made me like him like the best, stuff like that. But any type of racing, I would do any type of racing. I'd do freaking sprint car dirt track stuff. That's cool.
I'd like to do a sprint
I would do trophy truck. Used to run 13s in my old V8 Ranger when I was 16. Won some money bracket racing a couple of times.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly, right there. What do you say? 16-second Ranger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my concussions are just eating me alive right now. But yeah, it doesn't matter. You can go bracket racing. I promise you, nobody's gonna catch up to you if you get an 8 or a freaking 9-second head start. That's just hilarious. But yeah, that's a good way to make money. It's not no prep racing, but you're still racing. And honestly, whenever I started racing the Monte Carlo, and I was doing a little bit of bracket racing, like the index racing, it was fun because I'm like, man, is my car gonna go faster than 1150 this pass? Or like the first time I ever went out and raced, it was the last event of Muncie, and I remember I went 1242 in qualifying, and I remember looking at my dad, I'm like, this car went that fast? And he was like, I'm shocked too. I thought you were gonna go like 1350s and went 1242, but after that, I went like 3 rounds, but I'm like, ooh, is the car gonna go faster than a 1240 this pass, or what's it gonna do? But it was just, I don't know, it's fun too, especially whenever you get down to the top end and you gotta look behind. Oh God, where's he at? Because I'm definitely going faster than 1150 or 1050 right now. Let me pump the gas a couple of times to slow me down. I've done that multiple times. I have footage on the GoPro of me back racing, index racing, and doing that. I'm 19, I wish I had a drag car, life in the rough for me. So please. Heck yeah, go out there. Go out there and race. That's all I can tell you.
Go race your Honda Accord and bracket racing.
Yeah. Yeah, you can win money that way.
Yes.
It don't matter what kind of car you have.
NMRA, which is National Mustang Racing Association, it's all Ford stuff. There's a guy that drives a Ford Taurus, like a 2011 Ford Taurus. It's bone stock and wins bracket races. So whatever your daily driver is and you want to go out and race, go to bracket race.
Go do it.
Muncie's on Saturdays. Go enter into Sportsman?
Yeah,
Sportsman. Go to Muncie on a Saturday and enter in Sportsman.
Yep, that's what I did. You know, Sportsman. I entered in Sportsman. But, and you know, the funny thing is, I've never, ever won a race in the Monte Carlo.
Really?
Nope.
No, I thought you won that night at the Friday night Lucas Oil deal.
Nope. I was in the finals
Oh.
with John. But, yeah, no, I've never won a race in the Monte Carlo. I went to the finals. I've been to the finals like twice, the semis once in my car. But that's it. I've never actually, I'm not racing an 07 Jeep Commander with a V6.
Why
Do
not?
it!
Do it.
Why not?
Ain't no shame in that.
No! Who cares?
I think buy-in for Sportsman is like $20.
Yeah, something like that. Go do it. Who cares?
Yeah.
You show up, and if you can, cut a good reaction time, make sure your car doesn't go faster than the dial-in, nobody will be able to catch up to you.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, that's the way to go if you're going to do racing. It's
Usually bone stock cars, they're not going to change every pass.
No.
So if you go down there and dial on the same thing and you can kind of...
Well, David, the air
Zach
quad...
Zach Woods is about to get in it.
Yeah.
If you can drive the stripe, then, you're going to maybe get some wins on your belt and have some fun.
Yeah. I think I was very fortunate being in a junior dragster at 8, and racing it up until I was 13. It taught me a lot about racing, different stuff like that. It was a lot of different stuff, like the Jake's National Championship and stuff like that. I mean, that was just cool for me. And at a young age, I'm like, man, if I can do this now, what can I do? What's up, dude? But if I can do this now, what can I do, in 10 years? And I think it's weird to say that because not a lot of kids think like that. They're just worried about, they got tunnel vision, oh, what am I going to do tonight whenever I get home, But whenever you get into racing, it's completely different. Stuff changes, everything like that. Stock Hondas. Those little bone stock Hondas or other Jeeps. Who cares? It does not matter.
I didn't read it.
It said he's beaten people, but they were like Hondas and other Jeeps.
Win's a win, bub.
Doesn't matter how you win, as long as you cross the stripe first, you've won.
And if they don't say it, Chase is the race. Got me a few wins like that.
Chase the race 100% of the time. Would love to hear your thoughts on my turbo setup I am building from scratch on my Land Cruiser diesel.
Land Cruiser diesel.
That sounds pretty freaking cool.
Land Cruiser is like the safari car, right?
I believe so, yes.
That's cool.
Yes. That does sound pretty.
You don't need me to show us. It's cool.
No, I don't even need to see pictures of it. I already know it's freaking.
Send it to him.
Awesome.
Still
Message the Young and Boosted page on Facebook. Did a sweet square tube manifold. Oh, okay. You sent us some pictures on the Young and Boosted Facebook page. We'll take a look at it. We already know it's gonna be cool, but yeah, get into the racing 100%. Doesn't matter what you drive, go do it. It's fun. It's a good time. You're gonna like it, and you're not gonna be able to stop. Because I know that whenever I had the Monte Carlo and I went from 1250 to 1150 to 1050, I was chasing every 10th. If my car went, whenever I moved to the 1150 class, I had nitros on my car. If my car went, 1160 the first pass, that's the fastest I've ever been. And then the next pass, which it did do this, was 1143 in qualifying. I was ecstatic. I'm like, holy crap, I went 1143. That's freaking awesome. You couldn't wipe a smile off my face. And I was only going 1143, That's the cool part about it, is chasing every 10th, getting faster and faster and faster anytime you go to the track. Doesn't matter what type of racing you do, go try it once, or even just go to your local tracks test session.
Yeah, go to here in Indy. We've got Lucas Oil. They do
Wild Wednesdays.
That's what it is. Wild Wednesday. You get a tech card. If you're 18, you got a pair of pants on. Tell me to get pants. Don't tell them I said that. But just say yes. I have a pair of pants. Just say yes.
I've been racing. Speed bug when I was young. That Ranger was ran 730s in the 8th with 125 shot.
Nice.
Yes. Awesome. 125 shot.
That's like mid 11s.
Yeah.
1190s.
It's gotta be.
Damn.
Yeah, it's gotta be probably 1190s. Brian Toast that was right now 1190s in the Ford, but
it should be because this went 820s and went 1280s.
Yes. So you wanted like 11, like 1180.
Yeah.
In his Ranger. I'm guessing 1181. 1181.
At 102.
No, it'd be faster than that.
Think so?
Yeah. Bear of the world.
Yes.
Yes, I think.
If there's a
bears are
company
so
out
cool.
there that wants to develop a bear swap, what do you say?
He said, I'll send you a video. That thing was a piece of junk, but I loved it.
There's a company out there that wants to develop a kit to swap bears into fox bodies. I'm your Huckleberry. All right.
Link sent to Facebook page. I appreciate that.
Nice.
Apocalypse? Yeah, I can say it right. Yeah, if somebody wants to supply us with a Barra,
please,
we will put it in any car of our subscribers' choice. Anything.
No, it's gonna be my car. The small block Ford, out of here.
He thinks that's what's gonna happen. Until a bear shows up at a front door on a crate.
I gotta take this. I gotta examine.
I would put it in the Jeep. Yeah, man. Here in Australia, you can.
What?
What? You're in Australia, dude? There's no, what? No way.
He's capping. He's capping.
No way. You can get. Well, I bet over there because he said, "Yeah, boys." No freaking way.
What's his name?
Jazz Floors.
All right, I'm gonna fact check.
This is big. If, like,
pretty cool.
I mean, it's pretty cool. You know. That's
Hope he's on Facebook.
hopefully. Shouldn't you be sleeping, Jazz?
Are these two both from?
I don't know what's going on.
Jazz Floors. That might be him.
Nah, on Facebook.
Damn. But on Instagram, what's your Instagram handle? If he says he doesn't have one, he's capping.
Oh boy. No, but yeah, bears are freaking cool. Adam LZ. It's 1 p.m. here in Melbourne, Canada for me. Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah. Well, that's actually.
You know what? We're fact checking that too.
That's actually really freaking cool that there's other people, you know, from other countries watching our stuff. An entire other continent, actually. Adam has one in his GT350. Yes. Wow.
I mean, very good.
Yes.
Very easy. Just what do you say?
Yeah, Adam. Like I was getting ready to say, Adam LZ has one in his Mustang, and it's pretty cool. I'm a proper. You
Can't say that.
Miami, cool. My dream Mustang is a GT350.
I agree with that. I like the GT.
The GT350s are pretty cool. But Adam LZ putting one in his car, which is
the
2014 GT500. Yeah. Barra and a GT350, a newer one too. I think it's like a 2019 or something like that. Maybe I might be wrong on that, but it's cool. I think it's got no lift shift in it too.
Yeah, it's got a sequential.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's what it's got. This sequential transmission, turbo, Barra, freaking cool in a Mustang.
It's pretty cool.
Barras are just cool freaking motors.
It'd be cool if Adam LZ saw this and was like, "Come take a ride."
Yeah, come on down.
Like,
Love your junkyard 5.3s. Barras are junk motors here. Oh. He likes our 5.3 LSs. Okay.
Let's trade. We'll send you a junkyard 5.3, and you send us a Barra.
We'll do that. 2016, 2017. We'll do that. We will, because there's 100 different places we can get a 5.3 from. It's probably the same over there for
you send
Barras.
us a Barra, I'll send you an all aluminum 5.3.
Oh yeah, all aluminum 5.3. You can tell us how you want
We'll
to.
put a cam in.
Everything here is either Barra or RB 30s.
Really? That's cool. I don't know why I thought they were all 2Js.
You know, a lot, or send them a 6L. A lot of people, what they do, over here in the States, the Ford EcoBoost, people are starting to put those in cars now.
Oh, yeah. I think the EcoBoost record is like a mid 920.
Which is cool because my F-150 had 500 horsepower when it had the EcoBoost in it.
Well, that's what they told you it was.
Yes, that's what they told it was.
I'm
but
guessing
David,
it was every bit of 350 horsepower.
But that's what it came stock with.
You did have one.
Yeah. Well, because David was in the truck with me whenever I got to make 24 pounds of boost.
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm holding the tuner, and he has to say, "Okay, let's see what it does." And he lays into it. I'm like, "Wow!"
A little V6 twin turbo with like 30 millimeter turbos just made 24 pounds of boost in not even a 2 seconds.
A stock truck. I'm like, this is dangerous.
Wow. I'm in danger.
We're gonna be picking the rods off the ground before we get done with this.
Yeah, but I think the EcoBoost is really the Barra of the States right now because you're starting to see.
Well, I think the 2J is the Barra of the States.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my mistake. But you're starting to see EcoBoost and like Fox bodies and stuff like that, which is actually really cool. Especially if you put internals in those motors. I
don't think it was. I don't think that the record is stock bottom end, but I think they've gone like mid tens on stock bottom end.
No, I bet.
2.3.
Oh, I bet 100%.
Or 2.7 or whatever it is.
Yeah, 2.7 because there's a 2.7 and there's the 3.5.
And then there's a 2.3.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's an inline 4.
Oh, okay.
Just like the old ones. Like it's like the same as what was in this.
Okay. Shit, twin turbo F-150 all-wheel drive is nasty. Yeah. There's a.
You know what? Here, dream car. I've always wanted a standard cab, short bed, all white F-150 with a twin turbo Coyote.
Yeah. They come
always
with,
wanted one.
Don't they have an option for supercharged Rouse superchargers on their V8s?
Yeah,
on the
Rouse trucks.
That's what I thought.
I think it's like their new, Lightning.
Oh, that would make sense. How long
have we been going on this?
We are an hour and 3 minutes in. So it's easy to. This is our first time really doing a live, so it's easy to.
It's about my bedtime.
It's easy to get off track, but yeah, get into racing. Go out, watch some street racing or some no prep racing. Try to learn.
We didn't tell you that.
Yeah, go out there, learn how to tell a surface or read a surface.
That'd be sick.
What did it say?
He wants a, like I said, late 70s Pontiac GTO with a Voodoo twin turbo motor in it.
Ooh, that would be cool.
That would be very cool.
But go out there and race. What you drive, if it's a daily driver or you got a $500,000 RVW car sitting in your garage.
Tell mom you got to borrow the keys for the night. You're going out with the boys.
Don't tell her where you're going.
Just tell her you're going with the boys.
Just tell her you're going to hang out with a friend, and whenever she sees the videos of you racing at the track, the deed's already done. You don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about her asking. Love you stuff. Wish to meet you in person. We'll be down Crossville on the 6th.
I want to go to Summer Nats, so maybe we will meet you.
I don't think that was the Australian guy.
Oh, it wasn't the Australian guy?
No, it was not.
Which one was the Australian guy? I thought that was Jazz.
No, that was not Jazz.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we're going to Crossville, Tennessee on March 6th, and we'll be in North Carolina for Dig or Die on the 26th and the 27th. April 9th, we're back here in Indy for the Big and Banger. And then April 17th, we are in Bama for we're there that whole weekend, racing Friday night, Saturday. We'll be back, we'll come home Sunday, but that's where we're going to be. Check out Talks Racing. They have the world's fastest GTR. I went 6.4, okay.
Texas. Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I've always wanted to go to TX2K.
I do too, but I don't think I want to drive around. I think I want to ride with someone.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Unless we have, unless we can put your car or Avery's car or the S10 on the street.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be working too well. Be rolling around 60 mile an hour. You know, all these Lambos and everybody running past us. That probably wouldn't be that great.
It will take you from the dig though.
Yeah, let's stop on the highway.
Yeah, block off the highway.
I've always wanted to do that.
That would
Always wanted to do that.
more than likely gonna go to jail. But
I want to do it like we do in Philly.
Yeah.
Find a good road. Don't care where it is. Block off the road.
Block off the interstate. Make everybody stop. Get your race off, and go. Yeah, ask them for a dig. Yep. Ask them for a dig. Yeah, but we got a pretty busy schedule coming up. We got 2 races and oh, thanks, Jazz. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hit up our, if you guys want, hit up our Young and Boosted Facebook page and message us. We'll talk to you guys for a little bit.
Show us them shit boxes, boys.
Check out our website, youngandboosted.com. Oh, our Insta is Young and Boosted. That's all it is. It's the word and. So just Young and D Boosted. That old you're building is sick. Which one?
The olds?
You talking about Monte Carlo? I've been talking about Monte Carlo.
He's probably thinking it's old.
That's probably, yep. It's alright, whatever.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Same, but different. The Cougar, the Monte Carlo, the S10, Fox Body. We got a very busy couple of months coming up because I'm sure, yeah, we're going to do Crossville on the 6th, but I'm sure we're racing somewhere the week after that, and the weekend after that, and then we'll be in North Carolina, you know,
and
so.
Then either me and Sam's car is going to be done this year, and then they might get done next year.
I'm going to, so David's YouTube, like, actual video should be out hopefully Friday. Right. That's what I'm really shooting for is Friday, because I got to edit it.
You're going to edit it Friday night, was it?
No. Like,
I'm probably not going to have enough footage to
that's fine. Get it back to me. So I got edited, and then I'm putting my converter back in the Monte Carlo on Saturday. Maybe go out and make some test hits. We'll see. Avery will be at the Fallout in South Carolina. Yeah.
He's going to that race? The race?
No, not races, to watch.
Oh, okay.
But
I know
yeah.
he's doing that.
I didn't know. So yesterday? Yeah, yesterday.
Nobody ever tells me anything.
Dave's just kind of like the outsider of the group. But yeah, we do have a very busy schedule coming up, so that means there's going to be a hell of a lot more content. Kind of sorry about the whole, we've been trying to find things to talk about or do in the off season. It's been pretty hard for us to do.
Yeah. I mean, we've all been busy with snow and working on cars and going to work.
Yeah. It's something different every day, and some days we're just want to come home and go to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, not me, I have a car.
Yeah, David's up till like 4 o'clock in the morning, but
that's when I wake up for work.
Yeah. So we're sorry about the lack of content. We're gonna be a lot better at it. Like I said, David's video hopefully Friday. If not Friday, definitely Saturday morning. I'm gonna film Saturday, putting the converter in my car, starting it, making sure everything works. I don't know if you guys saw in the video at the airport. I launched the car and it just shut off. It popped and it just quit. So hopefully the converter kind of fixes that problem. The converter's been dragging the motor down on the nitrous on different hits like that. So hopefully it fixes that problem. I don't have a bigger issue, because if I have a bigger issue, then the Monte Carlo's down. I probably will not try and get it fixed at all, probably for a very long time, until I can get the S10 done. The S10 is my main goal right now. I've already had the converter from the Monte Carlo. If the converter does not fix it, I'm scrapping them. Like, I'm not actually scrapping, but I'm scrapping the idea of fixing the Monte Carlo for now. It might be something small. If it's small, okay, cool, I'll get the part. But if it's, I gotta pull the motor out, that will be the least of my concerns until I can get the S10 done, rolling, ready to race. So, I guess you guys will see that in my video. David's been working on all of his piping for his turbo, hot, cold side, intercooler, wastegates, blow-off valves, stuff like that. You guys all see that on Friday or Saturday's video, one of the two. Your S10 is gonna be gonna boogie. Love those. I love them too. That's the whole reason why I'm building it. I'm hoping for somewhere in like the 2,800 pounds with me in it range once it gets all done. Yeah. I'm not. But
Oh, it is 700 pounds on the coupe.
I'm hoping it'll be somewhere in that range. This is gonna be like I said, an all glide. I'm gonna do a glide. Yeah. A lot of people have. It's been a couple have cited. Some people have said, "Do what?"
You said glide.
Some people have said 400. Some people have said glide. It's really a freaking toss-up. I honestly think it's kind of a personal preference because some people like to leave in second. Well, people like to leave in second gear in a 400. You know.
400.
Yes. So, I'm gonna do a glide. If it doesn't work, I'll run a 275 or 255. That's how we party. 275. So 275, 65, 15 radial or 28 by 10.5 slick, which is the exact same size. It's just slick. Slick. So yeah, I'll have a 5.3 aluminum block in it with a nice big honking turbo. Not that one. It'll be a little bit different.
Mine's a little bigger.
Yeah. Radial. Yeah.
What was the emoji?
I think it's a smirking face. Yeah.
Was that Jazz?
Yeah.
Put some slicks on it and come over here.
Hey, well, we should. I've always wanted to go to Australia. We should plan a trip.
I want to go to Summer Nats.
Jazz. Honestly, we'll come. You send us a Barra, we'll send you a 5.3. I have a Joe's S475.
Jose.
Yeah.
I always get confused. Is that forced inductions or is that that's forced inductions? Yeah.
Well,
Jose is forced
Pete with Hughes Converters uses a company over there for turbos. Forced induction.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that Jazz again?
Yeah.
We get him done.
We need to get you hooked up
Get
with
out
our
of
boy
that.
from Bullseye.
Forced inductions.
We gotta get you turned over to the dark side. What's up, boys? What's up, dude? How you doing?
What's up?
We're still going here. I was first over here to put one.
RB30. That's a big turbo for a 6-cylinder.
Yeah. Oh. Follow us. Message us on Instagram or Facebook, Jazz. Younger Boosted on Instagram. Everybody that's watching, go follow. Or message us. 40 PSI.
Damn.
Wow. I love it.
Wow.
Absolutely love it.
Well, I guess that's normal for those 6-cylinder motors.
Yeah.
That's what Corey's got in his car.
Yeah, on that 2J. 2Js is freaking cool. Not here to... Oh, man. Just for real, follow us on Instagram or Facebook and hit us up. We'll talk some more.
We need to get you a Bullseye unit.
Yeah.
40,
message us too. We'll send you some merch. Just message us on Instagram or Facebook, or go to our website and just scroll all the way down to the bottom and do the contact email thing. Send me an email. One of us will see it, and we'll get you some merch out over there. I'll ship it internationally. I literally shipped to Canada a couple days ago.
Oh, is our website only set up to ship U.S.?
Yeah, so our website, the exchange rate is shit now. Yeah, I know that doesn't, honestly, like, to us, it's cooler for us
to take the time
to take the time and make a piece of merch that people want to wear. It's not about money to us. I could care less how much.
I'll tell you what I like to see more is when we get a picture put in like our group chat like today, and someone's doing whatever, but they got a little boost in the hoodie.
And, like that is the coolest factor to me. When I shipped to Canada, Aaron, if you're watching, what's up?
I think that was no, I don't know.
I shipped to him in Canada in Ontario, but it's just like, what? I'm shipping something that all three of us came up with the design for, and I'm shipping it to a different country. That's insane. Now, granted, it's north of us. It's not that Canada's not that far away from us, but it's still a different country. Like, we're reaching that far, and Jazz, with you, you're in Australia.
How did you find
how did you find us? Two easy boys, welcome at my place anytime. I'll take you out and show you how we do it. Mostly roll racing.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, how'd you find this, Jazz? I'm in Ontario, Canada. Streetcar garage. Yeah, see, it's just...
I've heard of that.
See, it's... The reach is absolutely insane. And honestly, guys, we're not that big yet. We're really not that big yet. It's... I don't know. I think it's just cool. Especially in Australia, across the Pacific Ocean. But message us. We'll get you some merch, Jazz. We'll keep in touch, too. Yeah. I think that's going to be about it, boys. We're wrapping up. People keep commenting. Actually, let's just answer some questions. Love cars, love drag racing, watch anytime 8th. Or anything 8th mile. He probably got it probably got recommended on his.
Oh yeah.
That's probably what happened.
I bet it was the Tri-State deal.
Oh yeah.
I think it says 8th mile in there.
Yeah, it says Tri-State Street Race. Same. Avery Hansen. Will Avery be the only one racing next weekend again? Probably. I'm building an A3 Grand Prix for a turbo. That's cool. Is the turbo cracked back there?
Yeah, I did. Yes, it is. It's right there. Fuck you, Aiden.
Avery couldn't be here tonight, but he's watching.
He can talk shit in the group chat.
Oh man, yeah, Jazz. I'm guessing that's how you got hooked up with us. Was the?
I'm trying to see. I'm betting it was either Tri-State or Brown County.
Yeah, one of those two. It was probably recommended on one of your pages. And you're like, what are these American kids doing over here?
Bunch of dumb monkeys over here.
But you know,
what's the slang for un-American?
I've heard, Jazz, if you're still on here, Daddy chill.
Daddy chill.
Jazz, I've heard heckers before, like
heckers
in Australian. It's like slang for
I've heard so much.
Crazy or like unbelievable. Sam, how's your truck doing? Doing good.
It's slow.
It's still at Bill's right now, getting worked on. I'm getting some, not done over there yet. Hopefully soon. I told them to take their time.
Yeah, you're not supposed to say that.
I'm not in a rush, really. I still have the Monte Carlo until it blows up.
Hey, the guy we know with the black
short
Mustang?
for hectic. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Crazy, cool. Is there a car I don't know about? Someone asked me how the Oldsmobile is doing. No surprise if I'm left out. Wow, you guys are a bunch of freaking babies.
Whatever. I didn't know you were going to North Carolina, so I don't want to hear it.
Avery's here. He's just in the comments.
What was I going to say? I totally forgot what I was getting ready to say. Damn it.
Heckers is for hectic. Okay. The only reason why I know that is because I was watching one of the freestyle motocross riders for Red Bull. When you get invited by a legend, you go. You're not even racing, are you? Mac Daddy to the front.
What? Was it him that invited him, or I thought
I'm
it was
guessing it
someone
was
else?
Nick. Love the No Time North Carolina stuff. That's from Jazz.
Really?
They do some boss ass shit. What's the suspension setup on the Monte Carlo? So it's a it's a 4 9-inch rear end. It's got an anti-roll bar on it. It's got single way adjustable shocks on there. They're nothing. It's nothing special.
Calmarts.
Yep, that's literally what they are. Got well-wood brakes. That's really about it. I'm going to hold him Mac to the front flag. Turbo John is the man now.
Yes, I like Turbo John.
I like Turbo John too. He's a good guy.
Look up John Doc.
Yeah, John Doc.
You'll
is
probably like
guy.
John Doc.
Yep. John Doc does some pretty good videos too.
John Doc and Clapped Out. Another one.
Yep.
If you like street racing, look up 660 Street, Philly Street Race Team, Valley Racing.
Mr. Phillips gonna hear how ugly his car is from me from Friday. I like the Turbo John, and fuck, your comment disappeared. Can I see it still?
Yeah, you can. I don't hit the live chat. Hit live chat. There you go.
There we go. I like that Turbo John is keeping his floors on his new car.
He is? I thought he was putting like carbon floors on it.
I don't know. Mr. Phillips gonna hear about ugliest cars from me Friday. Turbo John is the man. Yeah, he comes across as a bit of a tool.
Who?
I'm guessing John Dock.
Yeah, yes and no. I guess in some cases I'm kind of like, But I like his videos now.
Yeah, his videos. Videos are pretty good.
I put it to you this way: before I got the job I have now, I was gonna go work in the store.
SRC Garage has many street racing.
Yes, the Grand National is awesome. The Grand National Bullhorn is what's going on my car. The black sheep.
The black sheep.
Go down to the last one, John Dog.
Yeah, John Dog. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. There's just, I mean, there's a lot of people that are doing the YouTube stuff that do the racing. 660 is the best. Yep.
Yes.
In my opinion. It's the real car of floors. That's how I want to build my car. Hey, David, when your car is done, how much power do you think it's going to push?
Okay, real quick. I don't like to say that because if you don't have any expectations, you can't be disappointed. So if it makes more than what it made last time, I'm happy.
Yeah, it made like 275 last time.
The last time it was on a dyno, it made 275.
Really? Oh, I was just trying to be funny.
No, it did. Because it made 275 on the, like the basically stock setup. Then I put the other stuff on it, and it got retuned, and then it never went on a dyno again.
I'm into real car with floors. That's how I want to build my car. I agree.
That's the way.
That is the way. Dyno is hurting. I'm not letting him put it on the dyno. TKM had an Aussie driver.
Look out for me.
TKM had an Aussie driver C7. My big teddy.
Those sheets hurt.
Jazz said TKM had an Aussie driver C7 maybe. Boys, look up Frank Marchese Dandy Engines.
Okay.
Look it up right now.
Bet. I bet for show.
For show.
Aaron Scully on TikTok.